Everybody ready for the fifth?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance here, open the meeting. After the pledge is over, we are also going to take a moment of silence in honor of our maintenance man, Andy Pavey, who recently passed away and is a true North Harrison Cougar. So after our pledge, if you would just remain standing for a moment of silence to honor Andy. If you would please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
This meeting is called to order on February 9th at 7:11 p.m. Let the record reflect that all board members are present, and in addition, Mr. Freed and Dr. Hatton. Adoption of the agenda. It is recommended that the agenda for the February 9th, 2023 regular meeting be approved as presented with additions, corrections, or deletions as recommended by the board. We have some late items, Mr. Freed.
Mr. President, we do have some late items that I will read here. These should be, 2 of the 3 will be in everyone's packet. The first one is Joey Spees, high school girls assistant track coach for the 2023 season. And a resignation of Scott Treadway, maintenance, effective February 8, 2023. The one that is not listed is the sale of band trailers as surplus with the intent to transfer that money back to the band account, which would be approximately $4,000. We'd like to get that money and give it back to the band.
Thank you. Do I have a motion for the adoption of the agenda?
I'll make the motion.
Motion's made by Mrs. Gunter. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Stroud. Do we have any comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Approval of the minutes. It is recommended that the minutes from the January 4th, 2023 executive session, January 12th, 2023 executive session, and regular meeting, and the January 12th, 2023 finance meeting be approved as presented. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion's made. I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry. Motion is made. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded. Do we have any comments or questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
Business office recommendations, approval of claims. It is recommended that claim number 16 through 139 be approved as presented.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion's made by Mrs. Gunter. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Mr. Stroud. Do I have any questions or discussion?
Yeah, I have some discussion topic. $1,340.
Yes, this is a sprayer along with 3 other pieces of equipment and items that was purchased in order to make sure that one of our maintenance men that's in charge of the fields has the equipment necessary to be able to maintain those properly.
It's just a large amount, so I guess my concern would be, do we all available options as far as maybe using something that could be towed behind one of our maintenance fuel vehicles?
These are special machines for the turfs itself. There were other quotes that were looked at, and this was highly recommended and actually less expensive than what some of the other quotes came in.
Yeah, I'm done with that. Go for it.
Mr. Freed, do you know the other pieces of equipment that was purchased?
It's sitting on my office desk right now. There were 4 different things purchased. I can certainly get that information to you tonight.
All right, appreciate it.
No problem.
Mr. Vaughn, any other?
Um,
That's the only one I have.
No, I don't have a question. For the seniors that are here for the government class, can you explain to them what these claims are for?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, my government seniors, basically the claims are vendors that provide a service for us. So for example, if it's a roof that may need repaired, we may pay a vendor, and so the board is accepting those claims is what this vote is on.
Thank you.
Any other comments? Do I have a motion for approval of the claims?
I've already made the motion, Mr. Stroud.
I'm sorry, I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Stand-
We had a lot of
We've got
conversations.
10 minutes. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
Approval of payrolls. It is recommended that regular payrolls for February 17, 2023 and March 3rd, 2023 be approved for payment.
Do I have a motion for approval of the payrolls?
I'll make the motion.
Motion's made by Mr. Lasley. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Bowen. Any questions or comments regarding this agenda item? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
It is recommended that the bank reconciliation from January 31st, 2023 be approved as presented.
Do I have a motion for the bank reconciliation?
I'll make the motion.
Motion's made by Mr. Stroud. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mrs. Gunter. Do we have any questions or communications? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
Presentations. We have our magical choir and barbershop quartet led by Mr. Ike.
I'd like to say welcome to the parents, administrators, school board members. My name is James Ike. I am the director of choirs in the middle school and high schools. I also teach 7th grade music performance classes. I assist with 6th grade band, early college music appreciation, and theater appreciation classes, along with doing one of my favorite jobs for the corporation, and that's driving school buses. Tonight, right, thank you, okay, I appreciate that. Tonight I am honored to be asked to have members of the Cougar Choir sing for you. Since this is the season of solo ensemble competition, tonight you're going to hear from 2 of our state-bound groups. This year we had 9 entries in Group 1. Group 1 is the level where the kids are singing collegiate level music. So this sounds like it's fun. At the same time, it's a challenging piece to learn for these 2 groups. 5 of those entrants made it to the next level, the state level. The others received silver and are equally a huge part of the success of this program. I am very proud also of our middle school program. We had 2 ensembles, 5 soloists in that competition, and after one of my boys sang, the judge looked at me, she stopped me, she said, "Mr. Ike, just a second." He walked out, and she looked at me, she goes, "You're one lucky choir director." And I thought, why? Because you have so many talented boys and voices. I just give that back to our kids. They're great kids. First up tonight is the Mixed Barbershop Quartet of juniors Katie Fisher, Brayley Temple, and senior Ethan Burr, and sophomore James Gross, singing that swing classic, Shaboom. Go ahead, guys. As they're getting ready for the Madrigal Choir presentation, Madrigal Choir, if you want to go ahead and line up over there in that area. Be there in a second. I want to take a moment to thank the board for approving the purchase of new choir robes. The Madrigal Choir is wearing the robes tonight for you to see them. Their usual attire is performance black, and since they're a Madrigal Choir, eventually what we want to do is we want to be able to they're looking around going, did we approve that? Oh, wait a minute, when did that happen? I'm not sure how that happened. That wasn't in my notes. Okay, so, but anyway, yes, the choir robes are new. Last year we had choir robes that were probably from the maybe early 80s, I don't know, but they got replaced with these robes that say North Harrison or NHCS. Where was I? The Cougar Madrigal Choir is an audition group from the high school Cougar Choir. They're featured in the Madrigal Dinner in December and participate in the ISMA contest each year. The Madrigal Choir has had very successful history. In its first year, 2020, the Madrigal Choir received gold with distinction at state. Over the years of COVID restrictions, we still maintained the existence of the group and performed in the 2021 competition. I know the driver doesn't mind at all. It's like, well, let's just do this. Before the Madrigal Choir sings their piece for you tonight, I do want to mention that this is a growth year for the whole program. Over half the high school choral music program, we've got 45 kids in the high school choir room during choir, but over half of them is made up of 9th and 10th grade. That makes for a challenge to keep up the high standards of Group 1 competition because, like I said, those are collegiate level pieces. But with the junior and senior leadership and the buy-in of the freshmen and sophomore and their determination, they're all doing such a great job. Very proud of them. I am honored to be the director of these talented young singers, and ladies and gentlemen, the North Harrison Cougar Matador Choir is going to be singing for you Orlando DeLasso's 16th century mega hit, My Heart Doth Beg, You'll Not Forget.
Thank you to all choir members and Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike and his group is always very willing. Anytime I have asked him to come out and sing for us and kind of showcase his group, I don't think he's told me no in the 11 years that I've been here. So I know they have things to do that probably they would rather be doing at home tonight, but certainly appreciate them. And I think our senior assistant superintendent, Dr. Haddon, has some competition for those next snow days. No offense there, Dr. Haddon. Thank you again, Mr. Ike.
Participation at school board meeting. If you wish to make a comment on an agenda item, step up to the podium, please, and state your name for us, or for the record, please.
Okay, resignation retirements. Kathy Chin, retirement, ECA treasurer and food service coordinator, effective September 30th, 2023. If I might add very briefly, Kathy is retiring after 33 years of service here at North Harrison Community Schools. The reason why she's got September 30th on there is in her dedication, she wants to be able to train the person that's replacing her. So she wants to have plenty of time to do that, and that says a lot about Kathy. So, thank you.
Do I have a motion for this agenda item, please?
I'll make the motion.
Motion made by Mrs. Gunter. Do I have a second? I'll second it. Second by Mr. Lasley. Any comments or questions?
Good. Just real quick,
Yes.
Mr. Engel, I had the opportunity to work side by side with Kathy in the high school, and she was just a superb, and has been a superb employee, just has gone above and beyond, just, you know, kind of a little bit of a story during our time with COVID. She was always there, passing out food, organizing, just really, her husband he helped drive the truck and load the truck. They just went above and beyond, so we are very, very thankful for her, and she will be missed.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
If we were to oppose it, would she stay?
I tried. I almost turned
Want to try it again?
You want to revote?
Call for a revote.
right.
I got her to September 30th. That's good. Appointments, Barbara Robbins, middle school part-time instructional assistant in the essential skills classroom effective January 30th, 2023. Jeff Ballmer, varsity boys track head coach for the 2023 season. Bud Dykus, varsity assistant baseball coach for the 2023 season. Will Davis, varsity assistant baseball coach for the 2023 season. Marcus Berger, volunteer varsity baseball assistant for the 2023 season. Bill Hoyer, volunteer baseball assistant for the 2023 season. Brad Tucker, volunteer baseball assistant for the 2023 season. Beth Schneider, middle school girls tennis coach, effective February 9th, 2023. Janelle Wilkins, middle school boys track coach for the 2023 season. Alan Reed, middle school golf coach for the 2023 season.
Could you repeat those?
No.
Do I have a motion for these appointments?
I'll make a motion.
Motion's made by Mr. Stroud. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Bowen. Any questions or comments?
Yes, I have a question. The two varsity assistant baseball coaches, are they splitting the pay? Is that a split pay position?
If that is listed in the contract, I have to review the contract, honestly, Ms. Gunner, but that would be my assumption since they're both listed as varsity baseball assistant coach, that they would split that stipend.
Okay, thank
All those in favor, please say aye.
you. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Other items? Do we have any other items? Mr. Freed?
Do not.
Any discussion items? You want to save those for the superintendent comments or anything? Informational items.
I do have one informational item. We will have an in-person student day on February 20th. That's President's Day, due to the day that we missed last week with snow. So in-person school day on February 20th.
Late items.
Late items, appointment, Joey Spees, high school girls assistant track coach for the 2023 season. And resignation, Scott Treadway, maintenance effective February 8th, 2023. And sale of van trailers as surplus with the intent to transfer to the van account in the amount of approximately $4,000.
Do I have a motion for these late items?
I'll make the motion.
Motion's made by Mrs. Gunter. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Stroud. Any comments or questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Now it's time for board communications. As always, we're going to start down at the end of the table. Mr. Lasley, you're up.
Thanks to the choir for coming out tonight. You guys did a great job. I know I couldn't do it. And the ones that are going to state, good luck. On the Bloomberg, so the teachers now they have a requirement to get their master's, and is it 10 years or how does it change?
They do not have a requirement anymore, and I'm actually going to talk about that when we get the superintendent comments, try to give everybody a little more information, but yes, it is not a requirement.
Okay, but it is a pay increase though.
Absolutely.
That's, yeah.
Yes.
I know when my wife got hers, we were like, she was out of school about 2 years, and I know back then it was like 10,000. I'm like, well, you might as well, or 10,000 your class, but in 5 years you got, you know, or you get it to 5,000 every year. So I'm like, you might as well do it now if you got to do it, because you know,
Absolutely.
you're losing out on money.
Do it while you're young if you can.
Yeah. Thanks for everybody for coming, and y'all have a good weekend.
Fun part. I always get to do the fun part. Wow. Thank you for all the musical songs I've been saying to 3 times now in the past week. Thank you to Dr. Hatton on his new singing career too. Congratulations and good luck. Congratulations to our high school and middle school choir singers on their recent success. Loved the quartet. That song actually is in a movie called Cars, for those of you that may not know, and my son loved that movie, probably watched it 2,000 times, if not more. I do want to thank the Bloomberg personnel for being here, and congratulations to all of our teachers who are enrolled in this program. I want to thank Mr. Freed, Dr. Hatton. I know they're going to talk about it more for pursuing this partnership and opportunity for our teachers. For our students, I want to congratulate the sixth grade boys on winning their best county tournament. The boys swim team won their 4th consecutive Mid-Southern Conference Championship. That's outstanding. We do have several wrestlers that advanced to state regional, with Peyton King that's going to semi-state, so good luck to him. We also had 4 football players that were named 3A IFCA Academic All-State teams, so they're not only big and strong, they're smart. Colton Cahill, Caleb Kellums, Isaiah Stuffle, and Sawyer Wetzel, so congratulations to them. There were several band members recently that competed in solo and ensemble competition and earned gold and silver ratings, and we have Morgan Arbuckle that's advancing to the state competition February 25th, so we want to wish her well. I also want to say how proud I am of our school community in coming together to honor Andy Pavey. With the monetary donations from the staff and an anonymous donor, the majority, if not all, of his funeral expenses were covered. So that says a lot about how much he meant to our school, and as well as the character of our staff and community. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you all for coming tonight.
She's always so hard to follow. Just point out all the positive Cougar news we've seen lately on our news. We've had our assistant superintendent singing on the news. We've had a couple students, Brayley England and my son Max, on the news just last night with a playground being built at Hazelwood Park. And we have this program tonight as well. So there's a lot of good things being covered on our local news stations for our schools. The quartet tonight and the choir were phenomenal. That was excellent. I saw several people swinging back and forth during the barbershop quartet, singing along a little bit, so that was pretty cool to see from this point of view. I was able to attend the Lady Cat sectional game Friday night, and they played with passion. They played a hard game against Corden, and they kept up with them all the way to the end. And it was an amazing game. It was a lot different than the last Corden game that we played against. So I want to say hats off to our girls sectional, our girls varsity team at the sectional. They did great. And Andy Pavey, he was a caretaker for our buildings, but he was also a caretaker for our students, and he will be greatly missed.
Thank you, Josh. There's no ringing in at this time. I'm going to piggyback on a little bit of what they said here tonight. Number one, Andy, he was just such a joy to be around and such a good person for our community and school, and greatly missed already. So just want to keep his family in our prayers and thoughts. Also, I want to congratulate the teachers that are in this Bloom Board program. I think it's a great thing. It's a great thing for our teachers and our school. And there's only one more thing. This thing right here, the crack in the table. When I sat over there, I was right in the crack of the table. I can't write anything. I like to be able to take care of that, so I'm going to have to scoot over either this direction or that direction next time. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you all. I'll make my comment short. First thing I want to say is, as the board president, it is my privilege to appoint Christina Gunter as our legislative representative for the Indiana School Board Association. Chris, I'd like to personally thank you for your willingness to do so, and I know you're going to do a phenomenal job. Secondly, the Madrigal Choir and the Barbershop Quartet, that was amazing. My youngest daughter, Emily, was part of the Madrigal Choir. How about this choir? I want to kill myself saying that. And it was very moving. Ever since Emily has graduated on to college, the only singing I get is my wife singing. So I go outside to make sure that people don't think I'm in there wailing on her. Anyways, Dr. Hatton, if you decide to take this show on the road, I've already got you a stage name, Dr. Billy Ray Hatton. I can be your manager. I'm sure we can make a couple bucks here and there. Very proud to be a part of this community. Tonight was very moving. We've got some events with Bloom Board, and I know I'm not going to steal Mr. Freed's thunder on that, but I'm really proud to be a part of some of the big changes and the good things that are happening. The one thing that Mr. Stroud did not mention, which he has never failed to do during the school board meeting, is talk about the playground equipment. And we got the playground equipment. We got the playground equipment. That's our, and this has been a long time coming. We're very happy with that. Just need some good weather to get it down. Is that correct? All right, I haven't said anything wrong. No, it's still my turn.
It is
Still my turn.
correct.
It is what?
It just, we can't play on it, right?
No, probably gonna be March, because it has to have 45-degree weather consecutive days. But yes, it will get done.
And I think thank you everyone for coming out tonight. Really appreciate it. High school students, Mr. Stroud has agreed to sign all of your papers, so just line up right here, but not on the crack. Thank you guys, y'all have a wonderful evening.
I don't have much. Again, I have a soft spot for, I was in the choir back in the day, but Mr. Ike is doing an outstanding job. I think that it's really easy to get caught up in a lot of our other extracurricular activities, but I'll tell you, our band, our choir, I mean, those guys are working hard. So anytime you get the opportunity to support them, just try to do so. You know, a lot of amazing things going on in our school corporation right now. I thank Mr. Freed for that. But I also like to thank our board for giving us the opportunity and the trust in us to do some of the things that we're doing. Mr. Freed's got some amazing things going on, but none of that could happen without the support of the board and the community, and we appreciate you guys, and we also appreciate you.
I would like to echo everyone else's comments, and again, the choir on the outstanding job, as I said previously. Also, a couple other groups that I want to hit on. First of all, Nick Cherry at Morgan Elementary School. Mr. Cherry applied for and received a STEAM, Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math card through the Kentucky Science Center and SAMTech. This card is designed for 1st through 5th grade activities, and I stopped in to talk to Mr. Cherry the other day, and he was beaming with excitement. So just very proud and wanted to recognize him. Also, I wanted to recognize our Science Olympiad teams. I know I saw a couple of you here that are in the choir that are also on the teams. Our middle school team, sponsored by Julie Wade. High school team, sponsored by Kelly Book and Daniel Andry. They went to regional this past weekend at USI in Evansville. The middle school team plays first, so they qualified for state. So I want to give them a shout out. Our high school team actually fielded 2 teams this year, and they got 1st and 2nd place in the competition. So again, congratulations to all members of the Science Olympiad as well as their coaches. I want to thank WHAS 11 for driving here to Southern Indiana. We don't often see our local Louisville stations out here, so I want to say thank you to them for their time tonight. And tonight is a special night for many of our teachers in the district. Teachers that are in our Bloom Board Master's Program, if you could please come forward so we can recognize you. Thank you. Come on, you've been sitting here since 7. Dr. Pleasant will tell you where to go.
Right over here.
I would also like to recognize Dr. Keisha Pleasant with Blue Board. To give you a little bit of background, several months ago, our school corporation entered into a partnership with Bloom Board Education. This partnership provides an opportunity for teachers to earn a master's degree in curriculum and instruction or computer science. At their own pace and in a job-embedded format. As part of our commitment to teacher retention and lifelong learning, the North Harrison Community School Corporation, with support from our school board, has agreed to pay for half of each educator's degree through the use of ESSER funds. Teachers will also receive a $5,000 pay increase with their degree change. Once their degree is completed, they will move to our master's pay scale, and that will give them an immediate $5,000 pay increase. Students in our district will be greatly impacted by this commitment to higher education and training, and not every teacher can make it here tonight, but we have 18 teachers who have signed up for this program. And again, roughly the cost is about $10,000 to earn that master's degree. The school corporation is going to pay for half of that, and obviously these guys are going to have to be doing the work to earn that master's degree, but we wanted to take this time to celebrate them, and again, many of them are in attendance tonight, so ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you. Dr. Pleasant, did you have a few words?
I do. I am not one to keep you from cupcakes, y'all, so I'm going to make this really quick. Okay. So my name is Dr. Keisha Pleasant. I work for a company called Bloomboard, and I'm really excited to be here tonight. It's one of my favorite parts of my job. At Bloomboard, we are absolutely thrilled to get to partner with your school district and with innovative leaders like Mr. Freed and Dr. Hatton and your awesome school board that's up here as well, who's making this possible. And tonight's about you guys, right? And so we want to thank you for your commitment that you are doing to this work, just like they are very invested in you and showing you that they care and they want you here. We're very proud and excited for the work that you're going to do and how that's going to impact kids. So we thank you so much for everything that you do every single day, and thank you guys as well for making this investment in your teachers and making North Harrison an even better place to come work. So, thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Pleasant. I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Engel. I would like my teachers to stay there if you would, please. We're going to let Mr. Engel adjourn the meeting, and then we have refreshments if you would like to stay for that. If you need to leave, that is fine as well, but we will adjourn with with Mr. Engel.
There you go. It is recommended that the meeting be adjourned at 7:48 p.m. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion made by Mrs. Gunter. Do I have a second? Seconded by Mr. Bowen. I take it there's no comments or questions? Okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Have a good night. Please help yourself to some refreshments. Thank you.
Awesome.